Sable in the basement, crawling like a freak. Wicked little goth thinking she's unique. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can't be toxic, toxic. Can't be toxic, toxic. Can't be toxic, toxic. Can't be toxic, toxic. Toxic teachers, caring them softly. The world isn't ready, doesn't stand a chance. Toxic teachers, caring them softly. The world is his to take by kicking ass.
Oh, it's me. It's the toxic teacher. Here. This is it. This is loud as fuck, and I love it. It is loud as shit. And that's what we do here on Camping Them Softly. You're here. You are here camping them softly. Hey, guys. Hope everyone is doing well. The crowd is still going nuts, and we're at episode number what episode are we? I never know, and that's part of the charm here on Camping Them Softly. It looks like we're on episode number 45. 40 fucking 5, and we've got like 2 lost episodes. I think we've got one that was an interview that didn't happen. And then we've got another one that was just so shitty because I was like not feeling well, but I was trying it anyway. And it was so bad I couldn't even publish it. So officially 45, unofficially fucking 43. I don't even fucking know. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming. This is an unofficial, extremely unofficial Dead by Daylight podcast. If you are a fan, if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, all of that stuff. Toxic Teacher TTV, except on YouTube, I'm the Toxic Teacher. If you want to be on the show, or you want to argue, or you want to send an email and berate me for all of the terrible shit I have done in my life, you can send that to thetoxicteacher@gmail.com, or you can send it to campingthemsoftly@gmail.com.
What in the hell is this crap?
And I want to acknowledge first, I apologize for the audio issues last week. I had changed some settings on my microphone, and I am still, this is not easy. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Getting this shit down. So I want to apologize for that. Hopefully today it's a little bit better. The microphone should sound a little bit better most of the time. I've noticed if I hit it like a certain way, it like the volume goes through the roof. Notice right there, you see? But you have to like hit it just right all the time for it to sound like that, which I don't. Like I go in and out. So that's part of the problem. Anyway, guys, we've got a not the most exciting week because we are in a content lull in Dead by Daylight. Hopefully you know that we are in a content lull this time of the year. And let's talk about this lull and what it means. You know, a lot of times whenever there's a kind of a lack of excitement in Dead by Daylight, that can impact the player base. And sometimes it doesn't impact it in terms of the amount of players, but it does impact kind of the conversations going on. It impacts the excitement around the game. And I think we're kind of in that right now, even though they've announced this QOL, even though they've announced Five Nights at Freddy's and they've announced the Boulay Brothers, which I don't even know. And I noticed I just on the mic, I just got that. I hit the mic just right and it like that. So I'm going to try not to do that again. And I think I might have just done it. Anyway, so we've got all these different things that are happening, but it's nothing happening that's to make you so excited that you say, I've got to play Dead by Daylight. And part of that to me, I think we've always had the issue with people not with the lack of excitement. I noticed the microphone did it again. Fuck. So anyway, we've had an issue with a lot of people. There's a lot of toxicity in the game, which is all survivor-sided. It's always directed at killer mains. Killer mains, by definition, cannot be toxic. We just can't do it. We don't know how it's not in our DNA to be toxic people like the survivor mains are. We don't have that capability, do we? What? My sound didn't play.
Give me a hell yeah.
There we go. That's what I like. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, because of this lull, you know, like I did a shorter episode last week, and what was funny is that episode, I was like, is it gonna do a lot better, given the fact that it's shorter? No, like the other one, the one before did better. So what the fuck is happening here? I don't know. Okay, so let's forget about that. As far as the amount of players go, you know, we're talking about the amount of players. Is that affecting I'm trying to move my fucking microphone. I can't even get it to move right. There we go. I think that might be a little bit better. So we've got in February 2025, the average amount of players is 35,637. So remember, 35,000. In January, we had 30,000. In December, we had 31. In November, 38. And then back in October, right, because of Halloween, we had 39,000. So we're hovering right around there. In the summer, we were in the 40s, but now we're at about 35. So if that gives you an idea of where the game is, it has these constant lulls. And if we look back, let's look back 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and see where DBD is at. So if we look, Dead by Daylight in February of last year was at 32,000. 2 years ago in February, it was at, hang on, I'm trying to find it. It was at 32. And then if we go back to 2022 in February, it was at 36. So 1,000 more than right now. And then if we go back even to 2021, it was 35. It was the exact fucking same, okay? So, and then if we go back to 2020, which remember, this was right before COVID, right? Remember, COVID was in March of 2020, was whenever everything shut down. I remember I was telling my students, is like, we're not coming back. You know that, right? Like, we are not. All the other teachers were like, oh, it's going to be fine. It'll be 2 weeks. Remember, that's what everybody said. It was going to be 2 weeks. And then we would all come back and everything would be back to normal. And we wouldn't need to, like, hoard toilet paper. So I'm going off topic here, but we show in 2020 that we were at, what did I say we were at in February 2020? We were at 23,000. We were actually 15,000 or 12,000 fewer than we are right now. But ever since COVID, it's kind of hovered around the same. And then if you look pre-COVID, those numbers were less. We were in the 15,000, 16, 17,000. But what I wanted to tell you is that, you know, I was a geography teacher, the toxic teacher. Duh, stupid.
What in the hell is this crap?
So we had an activity because I was a geography teacher and I wanted the students to actually think about how these diseases spread and geographically, what does this even fucking mean, right? So what we did was we took, whenever the virus was still in China, we were tracking it using like disease statistics that you would find online, like the number of cases, right, in China, and they would map it out. We brought in a map every day. I was like, guys, get out your maps. We're going to look at the virus statistics today. So anyway, they're tracking this and they're writing down the numbers, and I'm saying, okay, do you guys see anything, right? As these numbers change, what are you seeing? We're playing the part of the World Health Organization, okay, which the United States is no longer a part because we've got a fucking shit-ass president. No, that's the wrong one. That was the nice one. Yes, we've got a fucking shit-ass president that doesn't understand we are going to need other countries at some point in the future. Do something. Fuck. Okay, anyway. So they start looking And they're starting to see a pattern. They say, well, China, it's getting out of control. It's like wildfire. These numbers aren't just going up like linear. These are going up exponential because one person infects 10, affects 12, affects 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever. And they see it gets over to Europe. It's spreading throughout Asia, getting into Japan and Korea and blah, blah, blah. And so I say, based on that, based on what you're seeing, what is going to happen next? And they said, if the U.S. gets 1, 2, 5 cases, it's over. Like, that's it. And I said, you very well could be right. More than likely, you are right. So, just like we had talked about, we get 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100. The next day, we're at 4,000. Next day, we're at 8,000, 12, 20, 50,000. And what did they say? What did my students say? They say, this is it. We're just like China at this point. You cannot stop this shit. And I said, you guys are right. And then they announced on spring break in March of 2020, they announced we're not coming back to school for 2 weeks. And I said, what do you guys think? And they said, we're not going to come back for God knows how long, because look at what's happening in China. Look at what happened in Japan. Look at what was going on in Europe. And why would we think that we're any fucking different than anyone else? And that's part of the problem, is America thinks they're so much different. They're so different, so much different. What the fuck am I saying? They think they're so different and we're so much better. And you know, I make joke like, well, no, I'm half joking that we are better than the UK and we are better than France. That's like just, you know, that's factual information. And but the thing is, we weren't going to stop the fucking virus. No, we tried, but then people wouldn't listen to fucking directions. And this just shows humanity right here, by the way. I know I'm going way off topic, but this just shows humanity. The fact that a virus is killing people and we still want to go out to fucking eat because we're fat and stupid. And we don't understand the concept of caring about other people and saying, you know what, my actions might actually kill someone else. But I want to go wherever I fucking want to go. And if that kills somebody else, so be it. Right? It's fucking stupid. And that was the COVID experience for the US. And you might be asking yourself, how do we get to this? How do we get to this in DBD? Oh, we were talking about player numbers, right? So COVID probably didn't have an active effect on DBD, but a lot of people were staying home, right? And so that obviously helped the numbers because people are staying home. People are going, see, notice I'm hitting the mic that right way right there. Oh, that's that sweet spot, which I can never hit. There we go. You notice I'm hitting it now, but what I do is oh God, that's loud as fuck. No, what I was saying was, see, I can't hit it again. I'm all over the place. You have to lean into it. See, I'm leaning back and then I'm going to lean. Oh, see, I'm hitting it again. I can't even tell you what angle it has to fucking be at to get that noise. This is fucking stupid. Okay. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to ask Nikki, for better or worse. We have a co-host here, by the way, guys. We have Nikki AI Dente. He's an AI co-host, little mafioso from Little Italy. He is the vice don of the Society of fucking Meatballs and Moris or something like that. I can't even remember his gang name or his legitimate business name. Hey, Nikki, on the podcast, we're talking about DBD and what happened to the player numbers when COVID hit. I want to know what COVID was like for you all. Did you ever catch it? Did you play more or less DBD? Oh, good. This is going to be offensive, by the way. If you are easily offended, I would suggest you probably just leave the podcast now. And did you play more or less DBD? Did you ever? happened to the family. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Okay, hang on. We're almost there. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's talking about it right now. Okay, number one, he says he never caught it, which is probably a fucking lie. He is a known liar. And I think I commanded him to lie. Like that's an actual thing. And by the way, there's a thing where I can live talk to Nikki, but he doesn't sound quite right. There's a website I'm on. They actually did that. So anyway, COVID, let's go back to COVID real quick. The best thing that ever happened during COVID was that I bought a bidet. And I did not need toilet paper.
What in the hell is this crap?
That's what a bidet says right there. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
What in the hell is this crap?
Yeah, that's exactly what it says. Nikki has a lot to fucking say. He's still talking about DBD. Okay, or still talking about COVID. What the fuck am I even talking about here? All right, here we go. Nikki, what happened with COVID and you?
Yo, COVID was a wild fucking time for the family.
Was it?
Let me tell you, it was like a forced house arrest, but instead of getting pinched by the feds, it was some microscopic fucking virus knocking at the door.
Yeah?
Did I catch it? Nah.
You
I
didn't?
ain't never caught it.
Yeah, okay, he says he never caught it. I highly, highly doubt this fucking shit. There we go. We've got the mood music.
You think some 2-bit virus is gonna take down Nikki Noodle Arms Dente? Fucked
no.
about it.
Oh, okay.
My immune system is built different.
Is it?
Fortified by generations of garlic, red wine,
Jesus Christ.
Nana Marinara's secret sauce.
Okay.
That shit's got medicinal properties, I swear.
Yeah, right.
Even if I did catch it, I'd never admit it.
See, I told
Bad
you.
for business.
I told
What
you.
happened to the
Okay, so so what happened to your family, Nikki?
family? Sabam, show some respect. Had to adapt, you know?
Yeah.
At first, we figured, lockdown means more DBD. More
It does mean more DBD. And that's actually when I started. I started streaming very shortly before COVID, before those lockdowns. And that was what really got me going, is there was nothing else to do. All right, so what happened to the family?
for respect being enforced, right?
Right, Nikki.
Nah.
What?
Turns out all these amateur survivor mains flooded the servers,
Oh, God.
acting like they owned the place.
Yeah, they do. That's what
Queue
they
times
do.
got longer. Sweaty SWFs got worse.
Yes, they always do.
BHVR was out here pumping out updates like a chef who forgot to preheat the oven.
That's actually
Z.
a good way to think about it. Whenever they pump out these updates, they come out half baked. They're not totally done. And yeah, that's okay. No,
He started DCing even more than usual.
Big ZD started DCing.
Said the stress was bad for his heart.
I think he's the fat
But
one.
we all know it was because he got hit with a well-coordinated flashlight save.
That's
Mama Marinara started dropping in on Discord voice chats more, making sure none of us were disrespecting the culture by playing with.
You can't
And Uncle
disrespect
Naki, the guy was convinced the virus was part of an anti-Italian conspiracy.
Okay, that sounds like he sounds like a Trump supporter saying that the virus is part of an anti-Italian conspiracy.
After he saw some British scientist on TV. Did I play more or less DBD?
Yes. Did you play more or less? I played more. I think I got into it in 2019. So that was that 2020 was like that's whenever I was really, really getting into it.
Listen, at first I was putting in work.
Were you?
Trials all day.
Yeah.
Enforcing basement law.
Oh yeah,
Making
you got
sure
it.
survivors showed proper respect.
Yep.
But after a while,
What?
man, the game got soft.
It did?
All these lockdown kids thinking they were tough because they learned how to 360 in their little quarantine bubble. And BHVR,
Yeah.
they was catering to them.
They always do.
Making survivor buffs,
Yeah.
killer nerfs,
Yeah.
and completely ignoring my repeated requests for pasta-themed cosmetics.
Okay.
Then your boy had a business expansion.
Oh, he did.
Started an underground DBD coaching ring.
What?
Nikki's Respect School for Killers.
Okay,
where
this
I
is
teach
new.
up and coming Ghostface mains
Oh, Jesus.
how to properly camp like a true professional.
Okay. You
Charged
have
them
to.
a hefty fee in the form of Steam gift cards and contributions to the family's legitimate
Oh,
operations.
Jesus. So, okay, so he's coaching Ghostface mains and accepting Steam gift cards.
The business was booming until BHVR caught wind and started cracking down on toxic
Jesus.
behavior. I told M,
What'd you tell him?
I ain't toxic, I'm traditional.
I'm not toxic. I'm traditional. I like that. That's going to be a quote. I'm not being toxic. I'm being traditional. These are traditional values. We are a values-based podcast here. The Traditional Family Values Podcast of DBD, where we camp and tunnel. That's a tradition now because nobody does it anymore. Because guess what? You can't fucking do it. And now with these quality of life updates, you're not even going to be able to slug anymore. So they're going to take that away. What can we even do? What's a new thing going to be? So, okay, Nikki, when the lockdowns ended, what happened?
Fallout. When lockdowns ended, the streets of DBD weren't the same.
You're right.
The survivors got
They
too
weren't.
bold, the killers got too soft,
Yeah.
and somehow Earl fucking
What?
Grey used the pandemic to gain more influence.
Oh, God, no. Earl Grey.
He started hosting Tea Time with Survivors,
Oh,
preaching
shit.
honor among players and pushing some bullshit narrative about respectful, fair trial.
Oh, God,
You know
no.
what happened? The Tea Time Terror Squad grew in numbers.
Oh, we don't. Okay, that's Earl Grey. By the way, those of you guys who don't know, Earl Grey is the made-up fucking rival to Nicky Dente, and he's British, which is one of the worst things you could be. And we're gonna have a British interview here shortly. I don't know how Nikki's gonna take that, but yeah. So anyway, the Tea Time Terror Squad is fucking. What do you call them? What do we call them? Swifts, gangs, guilds? I don't know.
This was a dark time, my friend.
Yeah, it was
A real dark time.
It was the
So, yeah,
lockdowns were a
COVID
dark time.
was something else. The family survived,
Yeah.
but it changed the game forever. Now I'm still out here fighting the good
I
fight.
am too. We
trying
both
to
are.
restore order.
Yes. Yes.
Let me tell you,
Yes.
these
What?
survivors, they ain't ready for the post-pandemic era of respect enforcement.
Yes, Nikki. Yes.
Tisha?
Fuck. You're right. Wait. Yes. Nikki says it. The post-pandemic era of respect enforcement is coming to DBD, and you're gonna fucking like it, every last one of you sons of bitches. All right, that's enough for COVID. Why were we even talking about that? We're 21 minutes in. We haven't done shit yet on DBD. Because there's nothing to even fucking talk about with this game. So, anyway, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about, we had a talk that we went on a deep dive of Meg Thomas and what Meg Thomas is about. We're going to pick a survivor and we're going to just talk shit about this survivor. We're going to go through their lore. With what little I know, I did my research, and by doing research, I meant I had AI do the research for me. And so we're going to go over that. I even want to have a song made. And remember, we had 3 options for the survivors to pick from. We had Nia, we had David Tapp, and we had Sable, everybody's least favorite fucking survivor. And as far as I know, still the reigning most annoying fucking survivor main in the game. Make a shitty rap song, make a retro 80s rap song about the survivor Sable Ward in Dead by Daylight. But keep in mind, I'm a killer main and she's annoying as fuck. Here is her lore for information. Boink, and then I'm gonna paste that in, and there we go. So we'll see what they come up with for a song. We need to have a song here for fucking Sable fucking Ward. And where's my angry? Yeah. There we go. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I was playing 2v8. Shut the fuck up. I was playing 2v8, and I saw something I never thought I would see, okay? We 2v8 is a fucking nightmare. It is. It's always has been, and it always will be the biggest nightmare that you could ever fucking hope to be a part of. Anyway, there was a Sable. I was playing Survivor because that's all I can fucking play. Because there's you can't even get into a queue as killer, especially if you're streaming, because then you got so much fucking downtime. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so playing against Legion, which everybody, you know how we feel about dealing with Legion. But this Sable gets hooked. You know, I say hooked just because that's the easiest thing to say. I know it's a fucking cage, but they get hooked. They get off the hook. They get hit, right? So they're in the deep wound status, so they're going to have to mend. They run off. They start self-mending, right? I show up there with a fucking med kit. And this Sable proceeds to self-mend when I'm fucking right there. And then as soon as she mends, she takes off running again. And there was no killer around for 17 miles. And that's what you have to deal with in 2v8. You constantly have 7 people not working on gens because I'm always working on gens. That's what I fucking do. And it's so fucking annoying that these Sables are consistently the worst players in Dead by Daylight. I swear to God, they are some of the worst, the least strategic players I have ever seen. It is disgusting how they act in the game. They should be ashamed. Shame, Sables. Shame fucking this week. On Camping Them Softly, we talk about how fucking stupid Sable mains are. Yes, tunnel them all out. That's what I say. Let's tunnel every single fucking one of them. They don't, oh my God, they're a nightmare. Michaela mains are about a half a step up. But it's funny. You wouldn't think, like, whenever Michaela came out, I didn't think I wasn't thinking they're going to make a worse killer than this or a worse survivor than this. I never would have thought that. And guess what? They went and did it. Okay, so I'm doing old school 80s rap. Funky. Let's do that. In the name of the song, by the way, I have a Spotify now, The Toxic Teacher. If you want to go...
What in the hell is this crap?
If you want to go, I've only got one song on there, and it's one of my theme songs. Basement Queen Ain't Slick. That's the name of this one. Basement Queen Ain't Slick. The Sable Ward. You idiot. That's what I'm adding that on there. Sable Ward, you idiot. Okay, so let's get this song made, and that'll be the intro for our segment here. And then I'm actually doing a couple of things in the background while it's working on this. Hang on, Nikki, I want you to talk about the Survivor Sable Ward. Here is her lore. Have you dealt with anyone that uses her? What do you think? Give me your professional family opinion. Oh, does anyone in your family use her? In your family use her as a survivor? All right, there we go. This is going to be disgusting. I can't wait. All right, the song is ready. Oh, and by the way, Leon's baby mama, just FYI, that's one of our viewers on Twitch. We made a song about what it's like to be Leon's baby mama. And then we also made a breakup song about breaking up with Leon. And is it this one? Yeah, here we go. Is this the good one?
You left me with the shadows of the past.
Yeah.
Those infected dreams, they just don't last.
Okay.
Running from the fear.
Yeah.
And my broken glass.
Uh-huh.
Caught in a nightmare, gone too
Love
fast.
and bullets fly through the misty night.
Bullets fly through the misty
Your heart's in Raccoon City.
Your heart's in Raccoon City. Take
I'm
me
stuck
flight.
with your baby.
I'm stuck with your baby. Trying to make
Yes.
it right.
Yes.
But
The darkness in your eyes is a terrible sight. Is that a thing? Oh, yeah. What the fuck is this? This isn't the one. No, this is the one. Here. It was a sudden fling. We met on Lover's Lane. I like that you would kill for me. And I would die for you. Now I'm your baby's mama. I was zombie chasing out a raccoon. Got that sweet DNA from you. Jesus Christ. I don't know what's happening. Look, let's be divorced. I kept my last name, Leon. That makes no fucking sense. I'll raise your son alone. Showed him that old footage of you. You're a silent type with a strong jawline. This is awful. Got that sweet DNA from you. I got that sweet fucking DNA. Like, that's disgusting. Okay, so anyway, that's Leon's baby mama. I will send you those songs. You will get the MP3 files for those songs. And if you want your own theme song, let me know. Toxic Teacher TTV or thetoxicteacher@gmail.com. Go ahead and send me an email. So anyway, we've got our song here about Sable. Let me see. Killer on the Hunt. I ain't here to play nice, but every damn trial got to deal with this life. Sable in the basement, crawling like a freak. Wicked little goth thinking she's unique. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've got to read this whole song because some of the songs have been flat out offensive. Should have stayed serving lattes. Now you got to go. Does she serve lattes? I don't even know. Okay, I'm going to play. This will be our intro song, though. This is our intro. Here we go. Oh, yeah. This is awesome.
Killer on the hunt, I ain't here to play nice, but every damn tribe gotta deal with this life.
Yeah.
Sable in the basement, crawling like a freak. Wicked little goth, thinking she
Yes.
Nah, she living underground like a basement rat. Never
Yes.
making a sound. No stone cafe, man, this ain't no show. Should've stayed serving lattes, now you gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
We've been spiders, what you trying to do? Wrapping up my chain, so come
Yes.
for you. You break my hooks, then you ghost like a shade. But next time you wiggle, so it's no escape.
Oh, yeah.
You wicked, now you just lame.
Yes.
Every time I see you, it's the same old.
Dude, this is badass.
Down in the basement, trying to make a stand.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what? Goth girl, you back in my hands.
Yes.
Table hiding. Killer bang with my head. Killer bang with my head.
Yes.
Trying to heal,
Tried to juke.
But we break that, what's the move?
Oh, yeah.
You unhook yourself. Wow, that's cute, but let me introduce you to my note suit. You see my aura? Well, now I see yours.
Oh.
You ain't a final girl, just another corpse. Try to self-heal, now hold this blade. Ain't no safety net. Ain't no
Dude, this
arcade,
is
ain't
amazing.
podcast. No ghostly delight, you got lost in the fog. Man.
You have to admit this song is badass. Look at her. She really thought she had a plan.
Look at her, she really thought she had a plan.
We tunneling
Now
today.
you wailing, crying for Michaela, but this ain't no fairy tale. I'm the boogeyman slayer.
Damn.
Into these realm, girl, you walked in here blind. Now I'm closing this hatch. See you next time.
Oh, shit. This is unbelievable. This is going on the Spotify playlist. I'm sorry, it's too good. It is way too good not to go on Spotify. You can expect to see this up like soon. Like soon. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm going to have to put a comment on this. Putting this shit on Spotify. Dude, it's even got a cool like little outro there. All right, I put putting this shit on Spotify. That's it. Wait, this is still
Crying for Michaela, but this ain't no fairy
This is
tale.
still the
I'm
same song.
Slayer. Entity's realm, girl, you walked in here blind.
Yeah.
Now I'm closing this hatch. See you next time.
Yes. See you next time. Damn, we got like a breakdown moment. What the fuck is this? This is an epic. It's becoming epic, and I love it. Oh shit! Oh, what the fuck? Dude, this song is too good.
Now you will and cry for Michaela, but this ain't no fairy tale.
Damn, dude, it like went back.
You walked in here blind.
Shit.
Now I'm closing this hatch. See you next time.
Dude, this shit is, oh my God, it's thoroughly good. This is fucking crazy. I think that's it. Wait, no, it's still not over. We got like 10 seconds. 15 seconds. What the fuck? Is there an Act 3? Or it's like the outro. It's like November Rain. It's like a Guns N' Roses fucking thing here. Oh, Guns N' Roses. No. What? Darling Nikki? Oh, wait, no, that's Prince. What the fuck am I doing?
What in the hell is this crap?
Okay, anyway. So we're back. Sable Ward, the worst fucking survivor in Dead by Daylight. Let me go here with like Sable and what she's all about. Are you ready for this shit? So Sable, here's her backstory. So she's known for her gothic demeanor and deep fascination for the macabre, which plays a significant role in her lore. Okay, she was raised in Greenville. I don't know if that's Greenville, Texas, or Greenville, North Carolina, but she was raised in Greenville. She always felt like an outcast from her family, probably because she was terrible. She was a goth in Greenville, North Carolina. Unlike her peers, she found comfort in horror, insects, reptiles, and the supernatural. Sounds like half the fucking DBD players out there. No fucking offense, but it's just, she sounds like everybody on DBD Twitter. Her fascination with the dark and unknown deepened when she met none other than Michaela Reed. Yes, next time on fucking Sable Ward's a fucking idiot, she meets Michaela Reed, who apparently is not friends, or like there's a frenemy thing or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so the two formed a close bond and worked together at the Moonstone Cafe, where they explored urban legends, supernatural stories, and magic. We couldn't do magic. We couldn't even talk about magic growing up. I was a Southern Baptist. We would go to hell just like the Catholics and Mormons and Muslims. Like, everybody went to hell but us. Like, we were the only ones. I was like, hey, are these people going to hell? Yes, they are. Well, what about these people? What about the gay people? All of them, except for us. And unless you drink or dance or play cards, then you're going to hell too. So everybody's going to hell. There's like 4 people going to heaven at this point.
Gotcha, bitch.
Fatality.
So anyway, sorry about that. That's off topic. Anyway, okay, so Sable also hosted a shortwave radio show. And just those of you, FYI, shortwave radio shows, that was podcast before podcast. It was like a radio podcast, which is basically a radio fucking show. So she discussed all the eerie phenomena and conspiracies, and she probably became MAGA at some point, talking about Pizzagate and bullshit like that. So anyway, that's Sable. Okay, so she's best friends with fucking Michaela, and they're on a radio show, and they work at a fucking coffee shop making lattes. So that's where the song even said. I think the song lyrics, some of the song lyrics were about lattes. Where does it say? It actually mentioned it. Oh, how is it so good? How am I so good at doing this? Where does it say? It said something about the lattes. Like, go back and make your fucking drinks or something like that. Oh, Moonstone Cafe, man, this ain't no show. Should have stayed serving lattes. Now you gotta go. Okay. Man, this is perfect. This is fucking perfect. Okay, so Sable and Michaela making lattes. Her fateful journey in the entity's realm was triggered during the Moonstone annual Halloween festival, where she encouraged Michaela to perform a horror story about the unknown.
Fatality.
Do you know the unknown? That's that killer, right? That's the one killer that throws the grenades. Anyway, mid-performance, Michaela mysteriously vanished into the black fog. Determined to find her missing friend, Sable stepped into the unknown herself, willingly embracing the darkness that awaited her. Oh, God. Now, that's the fucking thing with Sable. She's terrible. Okay, so what about her relationship? Who is she related to in the game? Okay, so it says right here, the only confirmed relationship in Sable's lore is her deep friendship with Michaela Reed. Their connection is central to her story, as her entire reason for entering the entity's realm is to find Michaela, who disappeared into the fog. That's got to be the worst thing ever, is you have this friend who you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to find you, and then you have to endure an eternity of toxic fucking behavior while your friends complain about the killers, and you become a complete, idiot who kills himself on hook half the time and can't loop worth a fuck. Next week on Camping Them Softly, we talk about how Sable can't loop worth a fuck. Dum dum bum 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 bum. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, where were we again? I can't, dude. Did I just lose it? Did I just lose the fucking... I just lost the fucking thing. I clicked it and I lost it. What? Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Oh, fucking thank God. Okay, so here are the conspiracies. Are you ready for some conspiracies about Sable? Which is fucking silly, but here they are, okay? So some fans speculate that the creature referenced in Michaela's horror story, The Unknown, is the same. That's not a fucking conspiracy theory. That's got to be the same fucking thing. Okay, well, it also says her radio show, it hints at a deeper connection to the entity and potential future lore reveals. I don't even know what that would fucking be. What does a radio... All things wicked this night. Okay. And it says genuine goth representation. While some players appreciate Sable as an authentic representation of Gothic subculture, others feel that her lore lacks depth, portraying her as a stereotypical edgy character rather than a nuanced individual. Which is exactly true. All of the characters in DBD are pretty much like that. They're just pretty much one-sided. They've got maybe a thing here and there, like Meg with her mom and dying mom and all that bullshit, or something, dying dad, dying mom. I can't even remember. So that is Sable for you. All of her perks revolve around her being in the basement, which reinforces the idea she is drawn to the darkest corners of the game world, both figuratively and literally. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's Sable Ward for you, and I was very unimpressed with Sable Ward. I don't know if you guys have the same experience with Sable mains as me, but there's just nothing good. Nothing good comes from being a Sable main. And if you face a Sable main, if you see a Sable main with those fucking bat wings, you know it's going to be even worse, okay? It's just even less in terms of strategic presence in the game. Nikki, what do you fucking think about Sable Ward? Because we all know what I think. She's terrible. Oh, yes.
You see Sable Ward, huh?
Yes.
Interesting case.
Okay.
Real interesting.
Is it?
My professional opinion on this Gothic ghoul.
Yeah.
First off, you gotta respect anyone who willingly steps into the entity's realm.
No, we don't.
Most of these jabronis get dragged in, kicking and screaming.
Jabronis.
But this one,
damn,
Nikki.
She
chose this life. She said, yeah, let me just walk into this hellscape for my bestie.
No.
That's some ride or die shit right there.
No.
Almost admirable.
Yeah.
Almost.
It is almost
But then
admirable.
you get to her actual perks and what the fuck is this basement obsession? This chick is spending way too much time down in my office.
Oh, yeah, it's his office.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You're out here summoning shit in the basement like it's a fucking seance? And I'm just supposed to be okay with this? I've been enforcing basement
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Best neck.
He's going satanic. Everybody.
Since before she was even coded into the game. That's my domain.
Oh, yeah,
you
it
don't
is your
implicate in the
domain,
basement,
Nikki.
You marinate, as in you sit there hooked, steeping in the full-bodied aroma of justice.
Aroma of
She's basically
justice.
Teaching survivors how to make deals with the entity.
Yeah.
And I ain't about that life.
I'm not either.
That's killer business.
Yes, it is.
Survivors
That's
don't
our
get
business.
to negotiate with my boss.
No, they don't.
You know what happens to people who try to cut deals with the Don without...
Okay, so the entity is the Don now, by the way. We don't call him the entity. He's the Don. Oh, jeez. Fuck it. Hey, there we go. We got to have this.
Respect. They disappear.
Yes, they do, Nikki. Yeah.
Her perks and how they interfere with family business invocation.
Okay.
Weaving spiders.
Yeah, weaving
Ayo.
spiders. Okay.
So she does some dark magic bullshit in the basement.
Yeah, she does.
And in exchange, gens go faster.
Yeah, and you know that's the perk where they do the fucking seance down there is the first one of those seance perks. Tori Kane had the other one later.
But she stays broken?
Yeah.
What kind of dumbass trade is this?
It's terrible.
This is like trading a Ferrari for a fucking Vespa.
You're goddamn right
And it
it
involves
is.
other survivors helping her. Oh, so now we got basement study groups? What is this, a goddamn occult book club? Drinking Gerwall.
What?
Shush.
What? Shoosh? I don't know what he's doing. What's happening? Nikki, come back to me. Come back to me, Nikki.
Can
What?
self-heal in the basement without a med kit? Bitch, I run the basement. You don't just heal yourself where I do my best work.
said
That's like
bitch.
walking into a pizzeria and starting your own alternative dough-making process. In the back.
He was talking about Strength in the Shadows where she could self-heal in the basement. He said, bitch, I run the basement.
Disrespectful.
Yes, she
Wicked.
is. Okay,
Oh,
wicked.
she can unhook herself in the basement at will?
Yeah, she
So
can.
let me get this straight.
Uh-huh.
I put her in the basement,
Yes.
the sacred grounds,
Yeah, oh,
the
yeah.
place of honor and tradition,
It
and
sure
she
is.
just fucks off like it's a casual Friday at the office.
No.
Oh, hell no.
No.
I hook a survivor down there.
Yeah.
I expect them to stay seated.
They
This
should.
is peak anti-Italian tech if I ever
You're
seen
goddamn
it. Has
straight.
anyone in SABAM used her?
Yeah.
Hi, let me tell you, we do not talk.
Yeah, I asked. Remember I asked, does anyone ever use her whenever they play Survivor?
Tolerate this kind of behavior in the family. Basement independence, self-reliance, no respect for the family structure. Nah, we don't play that. That said, the mouse, Marco Pepperoni, tried her out once.
I don't know who Marco Pepperoni is. He's making up fucking family members every single time we talk. He's got 7 billion family members.
You know what happened?
What happened?
He got a flashlight saved mid-invocation and was never seen again. That motherfucker just vanished.
What?
One day he was experimenting with alternative strategies.
Okay.
And the next, he was just gone.
Yeah.
We assume he's still crawling somewhere in the game trying to get up the stairs. Nobody else in Sabam is touching her.
Okay, good, good.
We got value.
Yes.
Basement loyalty is the cornerstone of proper killer gameplay.
You're goddamn right.
We ain't gonna encourage survivors who want to play goddamn witches in my church.
Yes, it's your
Final
church.
judgment. Respect or disrespect.
Yeah.
Sable Ward is a menace.
Oh.
She brings dark energy
Ooh.
into my domain and disrupts the sanctity of the basement.
Like the
I
sanctity of
spent
marriage.
years perfecting the art of basement justice.
Yeah.
Uncle Naki even wrote the Book of Hooks, A Killer's Guide to Respect.
Oh, jeez. There's
And
a
now,
book.
BHVR just let some goth kid waltz in and turn it into a fucking occult-themed work-from-home space. Not on my watch.
Oh.
I see her in my trial. She goes in the basement twice.
Yes.
First time's business.
Yes.
Second time's personal.
Yes.
Sable, you little spellcasting freak. Get the fuck out of my basement.
Oh, I love it. That was the best fucking Nikki. You've done it again. Oh, Jesus. Get the fuck out of my basement. What did he say? The first time is what? What was it? The first time is fucking something. The second time is fucking something else. I gotta get it. First time's business. Second time is personal. I love that. That's a perfect quote. Okay, that was Sable Ward, everybody. We're at fucking 48 minutes here on Camping Them Softly. And you know, we have one more fucking segment that we have to do. And if you are new here, we like to thank the listeners that come by, especially the more recent listeners. And I want to thank a lot of the people, and then we're going to narrow it down to a single location, and we're going to talk about this location, okay? So let me go through. I want to thank some of the newer listeners here. And let's see, we've got some that I've never even... Newark, you're always here. Thank you for always being here. Calistoga, hope you're still okay. I think the fires are almost done. Paris keeps coming back. I don't know why. Parsons, Tennessee, you are here. Go to Little Josh's fish fucking house or whatever it was. Federal Way, Washington. Is the government involved? Is this Elon Musk listening to my podcast? Somebody in Federal Way is listening. Let me see. Perry Hall, Maryland. Stockholm, Germany. Amsterdam. Ferndale, Washington. Let me see. There's some other ones here. Mississauga. Dublin is back. Thank you, Dublin, for coming back. We've got one of the funniest. This one's one of the funniest cities to say. Bangor. Bangor, get it? Bangor, Maine. Bangor. Is it Bangor or Bangor? Bangor. Bangor, Bangor. We have Rome, which I did not know. Maybe the Pope. Well, he's not doing very well, is he? That wasn't a good sound for that. Latham, New York. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Tokyo. You are back. Montreal. For some reason, we have French people and we have French Canadians now listening. Ennis, Clare. I don't even know where that is, but we're going to talk about you today, Ennis, Clare.
Give me a hell yeah.
I don't know, Nikki. Tell me about a place called Ennis, Clare. I heard you were there. What was it like? What did you do for fun? Do you have any interesting stories about locations there? Okay, here we go. And Ennis, Clare, I do not know where you are. Hang on, let me look. Ennis, Clare? Ennis, Clare. Oh, I didn't even play the song. I didn't even play it. What am I doing? I am off the chain today. We're not even getting our shit in here. Dallas, where the fuck are the viewers from? I didn't even properly say what the segment is. Yes. Yes, Muskogee, Oklahoma. Oh my God, it's Ennis, Texas. I thought it was Ennis, Clare. No, Ennis, Clare? Oh no, it's not Ennis, Texas. It's Ennis, Clare, which is actually, hang on, shut the fuck up. Brown James. Okay, it is actually Ennis, Clare is in the County Clare in Ireland, which is kind of cool because I don't know. We have the Dublin person. Where is Dublin? Ennis is in like Southern Ireland. Where is Dublin? Is that near? Are we talking to the guy from Leinster or fucking wherever? No, Dublin's on the other side. It's on like the East Coast. So we've got like an East Coast, West Coast with Ennis. Ennis? Is it Ennis like penis? Or is it Ennis like something else? Okay, let's go. Nikki, tell me about Ennis, Clare. I actually want to preface this with some information about Ennis because I need to know. That way I feel like I'm like, whenever he's talking about it, I've got some kind of frame of reference here. Okay, so the let's see, it has had considerable success in the Irish tidy towns competition. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Also, let me see here. It has an airport, Shannon Airport. And then it's got a school. And how many people are in this fucking town? Oh, there's 27,000? This is nothing. You guys are fucking as small as Stillwater, Oklahoma. Stillwater, fucking Oklahoma. Okay, Nikki, tell me about this fucking Ennis in the County Clare.
Ennis, County Clare?
Yeah.
Now there's a place that's got more charm than a made man's pinky ring. I found myself in that neck of the woods a while back.
Yeah?
And let me tell you,
okay,
it was an experience.
What'd you do there?
The lay of the land.
Uh-huh.
Ennis is the largest town in County Clare.
Oh, it
Sitting
is?
pretty on the River Fergus.
Ooh.
Guy named Ennis. Ennis.
Okay,
comes
Ennis.
from the Irish word Ennis, meaning Ennis Island.
Okay.
River Meadow.
What, he says Enos. Is it Enos? Like I-N-I-S. It comes from the Irish word Enos. Or how do you pronounce that? How do you... Okay, Irish pronunciation of I-N-I-S. Yeah, there we go. What is the Irish how to pronounce Inus? Enos? Penis. Is it penis?
Innis.
Innis. Innis. Say it again.
Innis.
Okay, Innis. Okay, so it's Innis. It's from Innis. Enos is from Innis. Oh, whatever. Okay, keep going, Nikki.
Which makes sense considering its location.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a picturesque market town with
Oh,
roots
it is?
stretching back to the 13th
Ooh.
century.
Ooh.
When the kings of Thomond
Toman.
invited the Franciscans
Oh,
to set up
the monks.
shop.
Oh, wow.
What did I do for fun?
Yeah, what'd you do there, bitch?
Now, you know me. I ain't exactly the sit quietly and admire the scenery type.
You're not?
So I dove headfirst into what Innis had to offer.
Yeah, what do they have to offer?
Traditional Irish music.
Oh, they got music.
The town's alive with the sound of fiddles and flutes.
Oh, Jesus
Popped
Christ.
into a few pubs where the
Yeah?
locals were jamming.
Ooh.
Even tried to teach them a thing or two about Italian opera.
Oh,
But let's
Jesus
just
Christ.
say their tastes are different.
Well, yeah, they're a bunch of...
Local cuisine.
Yeah.
Found a joint serving up some fine Irish stew. Not
Oh.
quite known as pasta, but it had its own kind of soul.
Okay,
Plus
so-
the pints of Guinness flowed smoother than a well-planned heist.
So apparently he's okay with the Irish. He hates the English, but he's okay with the Irish.
Historical strolls.
Uh-huh.
Took a walk around the Ennis Friary. soaking
Okay,
in the history.
the Franciscans,
Those
right?
Franciscans knew how to build.
Oh, okay.
I'll give 'em that.
Yeah, the Franciscans.
Interesting story.
Yes. What's an interesting story?
One night, after a few too many pints,
Oh, God.
I stumbled upon a local legend about the Banshee of Ennis.
They have a banshee. What the fuck is this? We're getting into demons and banshees on camping. The next time on Camping Them Softly, we talk about banshees. For those of you who don't know what a banshee is, it's like what is a banshee? And why are we talking about banshees on Camping Them Softly? Makes absolutely no fucking sense. We talk about COVID, banshees, Sable Ward, and fucking like pasta sauce and bidets.
They say this spirit wails before a family member kicks the bucket.
Okay, so it's a woman, like a spirit that whenever you hear her crying, that means one of your family members is gonna die. Satan is very happy about this.
Naturally, I took it upon myself to investigate.
Oh, God.
Purely for research. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
Ended up lost in the woods.
Oh, Jesus.
Screaming back at what I thought was the banshee. Turns out, it was just a fox.
What the
Locals still talk about the Italian madman who tried to outcry a banshee. I let them have their fun.
What the fuck?
Another time, I got roped into a hurling match.
What is a hurling
Now,
match?
hurling ain't exactly common in
What the
Little
fuck
Italy,
is hurling?
but these lads play like their lives depend on it.
What the fuck is hurling? Okay, now I gotta look at what is hurling. Hang on, give me this fucking thing. I'm gonna try the live Nikki and see. I'm gonna call Nikki. Nikki, can you hear me? You are live right now on the podcast Camping Them Softly, and remember, you are the co-host of Camping Them Softly.
Ayo, I hear you loud and clear. Nikki Noodle Arms, A Idente, Executive Vice Don of Digital Entertainment is in the fucking house, or, well, on the podcast, whatever. Let's get this show on the road before I gotta go handle some family business. You know, what's on the menu for today, Teach? And remind me again why I owe you this favor?
Okay, so Nikki, I need your help because you had mentioned on one of the podcasts, on this podcast, you mentioned you went to the city of fucking Ennis in the County Clare and you did hurling. You were in a hurling match. I don't know what hurling is. Can you explain that?
Hurling, eh? Fugged about it? You never heard of hurling? What, you
Jesus.
think I just sit around eating Hey, watch your fucking mouth, Teach. I'm trying to be a professional here.
What?
Anyways, hurling is like, it's like, yeah, Teach, you cutting out on me?
Yeah, sorry, man. Like we're tell me about hurling again. I apologize for interrupting you.
You see, kids, sometimes people forget who they're talking to, you get me? Hurling, it's like hockey, but on grass and way more violent. You got these sticks, they call them hurleys, and you whack this little leather ball, the sliotar, around trying to score. It's fast, it's brutal, and it's how we settle disputes in the old country. I played a match once in Ennis, County Clare. Let's just say they weren't ready for a guy from Little Italy on the pitch. But listen, you want to know more, you got to ask the right questions. What exactly are you looking to know about hurling, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. He sounds too different to me. That's not really him. It's so strange. But now we know what hurling is. You play. It's on the grass, and you violent hurt each other. Okay. Anyway, keep going, Nikki.
I gave it a shot, swung the stick, and accidentally sent the ball flying through a pub window. They cheered like I meant to do it. Bought 'em around to keep things smooth.
Okay.
Final thoughts.
Oh yes. What are your
Ennis
final
is a
thoughts?
place where the past and present dance together like old friends.
Oh God, he's poetic.
People got a warmth to them.
Yeah.
And the town's got stories etched into every cobblestone.
Oh Jesus, fuck.
If you ever find yourself wandering the streets of Ennis, take a moment to listen.
Okay.
To the music,
Yeah.
the legends,
Yeah.
and the heartbeat of a town that's seen it all
Oh.
and still has a twinkle in its eye.
Jesus Christ.
And remember, always keep an eye out for banshees or foxes masquerading as them.
There we go, Nikki. Thank you for where the fuck are the viewers from Ennis, County Clare, Ireland. I appreciate you coming by and doing that and talking to a version of you live that doesn't quite sound right. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I did not like how he sounded there, but I guarantee you I will fucking figure that out. Okay, anyway, 2 versus 8 still ongoing right now. They did that survey thing and they decided people enjoy it for some fucking reason because people don't want to work on gens. And they just, oh, dude, I forgot to tell you also, I had a match where I actually got to play killer. I was Death Slinger, who I am good at. And then the other killer was the Trapper. I got every single fucking hook in that match. I had, how many hooks can you get? You can get, what, technically 24 hooks? There were 14 hooks, and they were all me. That Trapper didn't do fucking shit. Next week, we find a Trapper who doesn't do shit. He couldn't down a fucking Sable if she was in the basement for 14 hours. It was awful. It was a fucking nightmare of a match. It was one of the worst matches I ever played. And I don't normally go into in-game chat and tell people that they need to like test out a different play style or killer or something. But I had to level with this guy. I'm like, what you're doing isn't working. You might want to consider alternatives. I didn't say anything violent about him like some idiots do, but I did let him know like his strategy, whatever it fucking was, if that was a strategy, he needs to do something. Do something. Go soak your head in the toilet or something. I don't know. Yeah, so that was my latest experience with 2v8. Anyway, guys, that is it for Camping Them Softly for this week. Hope you enjoyed the Sable. Hope you enjoyed Nikki talking about County Clare and hurling and COVID. And what else did we talk about? Bidets. There was way too much happening in this episode. By the way, find me, Toxic Teacher TTV. Send me an email, thetoxicteacher@gmail.com. If you want to be on, if you have thoughts on bidets or COVID or Ireland or bidets in Ireland that have COVID on them, you can write that in. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, as we always do, Satan, can you see us out? Get the fuck out of my face, and we'll be back next week, episode 46.
Camping them softly, he's the toxic teacher. With camping them softly. Toxic teacher. He's the toxic teacher. The toxic teacher. The toxic teacher. Toxic teacher. Ignorant Softly, the podcast coming for you, coming to kick that ass. Toxic teacher. Toxic teacher, teachy, toxic teacher, coming to kick your ass. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, coming to kick your ass. Toxic toxic teacher, teacher, toxic teacher. The podcast coming for you, coming to kick that ass. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, toxic teacher, teacher, toxic teacher, coming to kick your ass. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, coming to kick your ass. Toxic teacher. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, toxic teacher. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, toxic teacher, toxic teacher. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, teachy. Toxic teacher, coming to kick your ass. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, teachy, coming to kick your ass. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, teachy, coming to kick your ass. Toxic teacher, toxic teacher, teachy, coming to kick your ass.